trumpet. Mambo number 5.
For my third little drink tonight, I have this one here, the Macallan edition number 5. I have had the edition number 2, I've had the edition number 3, and I have had the edition number 4. Not tonight. Tonight I had a gin and tonic with Monkey 47 gin and Canada Dry tonic. After that, I came back and tried the Story of the Spaniard from Compass Box once again, and it really has improved. The neck pour was nothing special, but I was halfway down through the bottle, and it was amazing. Wonderful, beautiful whiskey. I would buy it again. This one here is the Macallan edition number 5. I'm a bit slow. I think people have tried this about a year ago, something like that. There should be an edition number 6 coming soon. In fact, I'm surprised it hasn't come yet because I only got to this now. Usually I'm trying the previous edition when the new one is already on the shelves. But here we go. I'm going to first pour me a dram of this edition number 5. And then I'm going to read what's on the box. There's a bunch of writing and stuff on here to let you know what it says. And then I'm going to nose it and taste it. Naturally, if there are any nosing and tasting notes on the box, I'm going to ignore them. I'm going to tell you what I get. Let's see if it pops. Yes, it pops. All right, number 5. I bought this on the 10th of January 2020. Yes, we're into 2020 already. This, I think, was the first bottle I bought in 2020, if not the second. I don't know. Was it the second? No, I think it was the first bottle I bought. What's this one say? Yep. The first bottle I bought in 2020. On the 10th of January. There you go. I waited so long to get it. Oh, what did it cost? Is that right? Holy. That's not cheap. $175.99. $176. And a 10-cent bottle deposit. So 176, so 1760 in liquor tax, and half of that, which would have been $8.50 and $38.80 in goods and services tax, and $17.60 in alcohol tax. Whoa. $25 in taxes? Boy, this better be good for what I paid. No wonder I was putting it off for a while. Here it says, the Macallan Highland Single Malt Scotch Whisky Edition number 5, C5V525T20 2019-005. This limited edition whiskey celebrates the Macallan spectrum of natural color, which has inspired the world-renowned Pantone Color Institute to create a unique and exquisitely complex shade of purple. Huh, there you go. As casks play the most important role in the maturation of our peerless spirit, only American oak casks were selected for both their natural color and depth of flavor. Result is a wonderful spicy whiskey with a rich and intense aroma. Sarah Burgess, the Macallan whiskey maker. As the rainbow's most complex color, purple naturally felt like the ideal shade to highlight the equally complex process involved in the Macallan's whiskey making. New vibrant purple, developed especially for edition number 5, brings to life the exquisite combination of distinctive natural hues found in this whiskey. Laurie Pressman, Vice President of the Pantone Color Institute. Okay, first bourbon barrels, second refill hogsheads and butts, first Tavasa hogsheads and butts, first fill Vasima butts, and Hudosa hogsheads and butts. Oh my gosh, this has a lot of different things in it. 48.5% alcohol by volume. And on the back. Oh, a whole bunch of other stuff here. Macallan Edition 5 explores the role of exceptional oak casks in creating natural color of our whiskey. Each color from the lightest oak to the deepest mahogany across the Macallan portfolio is naturally derived from the interaction of whiskey with the oak casks in which it is matured. The process is managed carefully by our highly skilled whiskey team, who select different casks to craft both the flavor and color for each expression. To celebrate the remarkable spectrum of natural color found across our expressions, the Macallan collaborated with Pantone Color Institute after learning about the intricacies of the whiskey making process from acorn to glass. The illustrious color consultancy was inspired by the many tones that combined to create the rich color of our single malt. Such complexity could only be articulated by a color equally as multifaceted. The result is a unique and bold shade of purple developed by Pantone exclusively to represent edition number 5, which reflects the infinite hues and mastery that go into crafting the natural color of the Macallan. I kind of wondered about that. Okay, so cask use percent in edition number 5. First fill, rich flavor. Second fill, lighter colors. Okay, hogshead 37%, barrels 33%, and butts 30%. American citrus vanilla. Okay, only American oak casks were used in the making of this extraordinary single malt. Casks were selected for their color in order to deliver whiskey with a wonderfully full flavor. This unique whiskey represents a beautiful pale amber color that is accompanied by intriguingly intense flavor profile that hosts sweet notes of caramel, fresh fruit combined with oak. Okay. With a natural color of sunlit barley, edition number 5 is a whiskey created to challenge perceptions of color by delivering an abundance of depth and flavor. Charming scents. Okay. Tasting notes. I'll tell you what I got. Oh, it says here on the top, edition number 6, inspire, select, create. A new selection of exceptional oak casks will be chosen to create next year's edition. Join the discussion on Macallan Creates. I'm surprised that one isn't on the shelves yet. Well, maybe it was held back by a virus or something. I don't know. Let's see now. See what I get with this number 5. That was a lot of reading on that box. What does it say here? It says the same stuff on here. It's bottled at 48.5%. And it's, what did I say, nearly $200? Yeah. It's about $200 with all the taxes. Smells good. I'm getting some caramel. I'm getting some fruity notes. Whoa. That last one. Some caramel. Some vanilla. You can almost tell this is a Macallan. Dark fruits. Dark ripe fruits. Some dark dry fruits in there as well. I'm not getting as much as I hoped I would get. Maybe, and it's possible that this needs to open up. It doesn't say how old it is. Wait. No, it doesn't say how old it is. There's some caramel and some dark fruits. Bit of raisin. Bit of plum. Bit of currants. Black currants. I was expecting something deeper and richer. That may happen yet. It may open up. I think I might add some water to this one. It is, after all, bottled at 48.5% alcohol by volume. I'm tired. I didn't think I'd be so tired so soon. It's only 1:30. Okay, let's taste it. Heavy sherry. Heavy sherry on the palate. I should have done this part already, but I'll do it now. Oh, you see those? Those are little trails going down the side. That's what we got. Little trails going down the side. Little trails of tiny droplets going down the side. I'm getting more caramels and vanillas and some fruits on the nose, as I was saying before. And it's all American oak. Maybe I'll pass out before I finish this strand. Wow. And there's some dark fruits, some medium fruits, some raisins, some plums, like I said before. But on the palate, I'm getting grassy notes like grass, hay. Fruits, definitely sweet, dark fruits, raisins, grapes, plums, sweet plums. They're more fresh fruits rather than dried fruits, I think. Not that dry. Okay, some are dried like the raisins, but rather than prunes, I'm getting plums. There's quite a bit of complexity here with hints of caramel, hints of vanilla, but a lot of black currants and choke cherries, red acidic fruits. It's actually quite pleasant. It's complex. It's got a lot going on. I'm going to add a bit of water. I'm going to see if that opens it up a little. I'm going to see if it brings me any more flavors. It's not giving me as much in the nose as it gave me before I added water. Oh, can't believe I'm so tired. And this is not the last whiskey of the night. On the nose, now that I've added water, it seems to be the same, only watered down. I'm going to give it, see what it does now that we've added water, and see, once again, little trails of droplets going down the side. Same old story. Okay. There's much more sweetness now that I've added water to it. I think there was some Pedro Jimenez sherry casks involved here, bringing out a lot more sweetness than there was without the water. And I'm also getting a bitterness, quite a bit of bitterness Um, we're talking tannins, uh, oak tannins, bitterness, quite a bit of bitterness on the finish. It's a long, bitter finish. Not unpleasant. The bitterness is not, well, it's a bitterness, but not quite to the point of, when you have a sweetness and it gets cloying, it's not to the point of cloying bitterness, if that makes any sense. It's interesting. It's very rich. A lot of complex fruity notes here. It has a beautiful, slippery, alkaline mouthfeel. It has those dark fruits, those currants and choke cherries, and some raisins, and some plums, but not prunes. They're plums. They're not dried out. They are sweet plums. I'm getting a little bit of shortbread too on the finish. Shortbread. I like shortbread. I shouldn't eat much of it because I'm diabetic, but I like the taste of shortbread. And there's that dark fruits, currants and choke cherries. And then that bitterness on the finish is changing from a bitterness to just a dryness. It's like a dry sherry finish. And it's hanging on pretty good. There's a bit of, yeah, there's sweetness and bitterness, and it sort of commingles, and sweetness and bitterness are all together on the finish, and it just fades very slowly. I'm still getting the sweetness and bitterness on my palate. Wow. Wow, if you like sweetness and bitterness and sherry and dark fruits and fresh fruits, and it's got a lot going for it. This number 5 is better than I thought it would be. And I was hoping that, oh hell, for $200 it should be fantastic. Yeah. Rather nice. Oh, then again, caramel, toffee, vanilla, and fruit. Very nice. Remind me to click on mild profanity because I used the H word. They want you to do that, self-rate for the monetization. Maybe this won't be monetized because perhaps the music that I used in the intro will be dinged for copyright infringement. I don't know. I'm going to hope for the best, and slanchava.
Food Quig.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Food Quig.
Food quick.
Yeah.